Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sofia Moreno, and this is the video recording of Educational Management Phase 3. So for this activity, I chose the problem financial constraint in rural schools because I believe this is one of the biggest challenges to provide an inclusive education in schools in Colombia. Many rural schools have very limited budgets, and this makes it very difficult to meet all the students' needs, especially those ones that require additional support. So, when schools don't have enough financial support, they often struggle with purchasing technology, learning materials, classroom resources, and this also doesn't help students with different learning needs. This can also reduce the opportunity for teachers training, which is essential to provide an inclusive classroom environment to each student. As a result, some of the students may not receive the support they need to reach their full potential. So according to Morale 2025, effective support resources management is not simply about just having like money and that's it, but it's also to use available resources wisely and strategically. So school leaders should carefully plan their budgets, set clear goals and priorities, and make decisions on which resource will have the most positive impact on a student's learning. Morel also explains that schools needs to have a strong leadership. So the school leaders should find practical and creative solutions even when resources and materials are very limited. So after analyzing this issue, I identify different causes. First, rural schools often receive less funding than schools in urban areas. Second, technology devices and learning materials are expensive and very hard to get in rural areas, and this makes very difficult for schools to afford it and to have it. Third, rural schools have fewer partnerships and funding with businesses, non-profit organizations, or even universities that can provide a financial support and donation. And finally, teachers in rural areas have very limited access to professional teacher development resources or tools because their training can be costly, not affordable, and very difficult to attain because of the distances. This challenge is closely connected to leadership too, change management, school management, and communication. School leaders must have or think about thoughtful decisions on how to locate limited resources while supporting both students and teachers. Also, they need to guide the whole school administrators and staff to find solutions through challenges and encourage teamwork. A strong communication, not just in school, but also with families, teachers, students, and community members can help to build and create opportunities to work together toward a common goal, an effective education for those students. So to address this challenge, I work on two strategies. The first one is to build a partnership with the community and seek outside funding. The school leaders and teachers can collaborate with local businesses, nonprofit organizations, and government people and agencies to receive donations and to access to educational programs. These partnerships ideally could provide technology, classroom materials, and professional development without placing additional money on the school budget. The second strategy is to manage the school budget very careful while investing in teachers' learning. So school leaders should prioritize the resources that students need the most. But at the same time, teachers can continue developing their skills through free online courses and webinars, professional learning communities to share these activities and kind of like practice better teacher methodologies. These affordable opportunities can strengthen the inclusiveness in the classroom without requiring a significant financial investment or support. In conclusion, financial constraints are a significant barrier for many rural schools, but they don't have to prevent schools or students to get a high quality and inclusive education. With effective leadership, careful planning, communication, meaningful community partnerships, schools can maximize their resources and create a more affordable and comfortable learning environment where students have the opportunity to succeed in the world. As Morel said, a successful school are defined not by the amount of money that they have, but also about how wisely they manage these available resources to then provide it to the students. Thank you so much for watching. This was the explanation on the problem that I chose and the strategies that I researched and proposed. And yeah, my name is Sofia Moreno. Thank you.